Welcome to a land of ancient tradition and rich heritage, a land that's been producing the world's finest gemstones for thousands of years. Jewels crafted for the many kings and queens that have reigned over the kingdom for centuries. I've come to visit the Jewelry Channel headquarters here in Jaipur in the timeless province of Rajasthan to see how we are bringing these ancient traditions and modern artistry straight to your door. So come with me and share my journey as I learn about the ancient and modern gemstones we will be bringing right to you. The Jewelry Channel welcomes you to incredible India. Most of the gemstones we sell on the Jewelry Channel were formed around 250 million years ago at the beginning of time, an incredible fact in itself when you hold one in your hands. But after the stone is prized from the earth in exotic and remote places, how does it go from looking like this to looking like this? I came to Adarsh Nagar beyond the western wall of this famous pink city to show you this remarkable transformation. Even though my arrival was expected, security was tight as you would expect for a building that contains millions of dollars worth of precious gems. Our headquarters in Jaipur are one of the largest and most modern production facilities in India, and it was quite a walk to the secure inner compound where a change of footwear was required. So here at the jewelry plant we remove our shoes so that the environment stays clean and also so that gemstones aren't getting caught in between your feet on accident. So I'm picking shoes that fit me best. Let's see. These would probably be the best. Okay. After replacing my shoes with special sandals, I was eager for my first encounter. So my first stop was the area where the raw mined material, known as rough, first arrives in the building. We're starting here in the rough sorting department, and stones are brought from all over the world. They're mined in various places, Tanzania, Madagascar, Brazil, brought to this place where they're later on sorted. So we're going to take you stage by stage. Right now we're starting with amethyst, my favorite because it's my birthstone, so it has a special place in my heart. Anyway, stage one, this is the rough. This is the most natural state of the stone. After it is gathered and sorted according to the stone that it is, then the stones are then cut and assorted and divided according to their color, also their size, and then their clarity. If you hold it up under a light, you can see the amount of inclusions that depreciate the stone. So the less inclusions, the more valuable. After this stage, it is then taken to stage 3, where the stones are actually shaped. And so here, like, we can see all different kinds of shapes. We have a trillion cut stone. It's pretty cool. And you can see the differences and variations in the color in the stones. To experience the first stage, the sorting and analyzing of the rough, I was allowed into a very special place where all the rough from around the world is gathered and stored before cutting. You're looking at millions and millions of dollars worth of stones in one place. I don't even know how to act right now. This is amazing. This is amazing. When the Jewelry Channel is deciding the kinds of stones and the kinds of jewelry that we want to display on our shows, we come to places like this, where we are able to choose the right stone with the right clarity. The light color of this amethyst is absolutely beautiful. You can see straight through it. The clarity is just superb. And you notice when the light hits it, it just sparkles. It's so beautiful. Look at all this fire opal. Have you ever in your life seen so many stones in one place? Wow, this is incredible. Shelves and shelves of colored gemstones from all over the world. And here's another one of my favorite gemstones, iolite. This was mined here in a province in India called Orissa. I hope that we bring more and more and more of this stone to you at the Jewelry Channel. And if you see the stone, you've got to have it. It is fabulous. It's almost a violet, navy blue. It's one of my favorite stones. After admiring the fantastic inventory, I had to see what happens to the raw stones next, so we made our way to the rough cutting department, which is where the unwanted rock around the gem is cut away and where the real skill and craftsmanship begins. Now we're here in the cutting department, and I am just blown away at the amount of craftsmanship and skill that goes into this process. The stones are first taken to this stage where the stones are marked. The best place to cut the stones to get the maximum amount of yield. If you hold a piece of stone up, you can see variations in the color. And here would be the place that they would mark it so that they can divide the color so that it can be one color when you get it. After the stone is marked, then it's taken over to these craftsmen here. Notice I said craftsmen because this takes the utmost precision and technique. I couldn't do it, I can tell you that much. Now this method of cutting is a traditional Indian method of cutting that's been around for thousands and thousands of years. And this silver thing right here is a revolving blade that goes very, very quickly. It just shows the amount of craftsmanship and work that goes into the jewelry that you get. It's truly a luxury, and there's a lot of people behind that one piece of jewelry you have. And the next time I put on a piece of jewelry, I'll remember these people and all the work that they put into it. Because of our status in many mines around the world, we can buy large sizes of the highest quality stones, and sometimes a very special piece of rough has to be cut by one of our specialist cutters. And on the day I was visiting, we had an extremely large stone that had to be specially cut for our Ileana range. This spectacular piece of rough has one single inclusion, which the cutter must follow to produce two separate flawless stones. I am holding in my hand a 9,000 carat piece of aquamarine. This is valued at over $45,000. Now we have the opportunity to watch it being cut. This stunning piece of aquamarine came from southern Brazil, and as you can see, its color and clarity is remarkable. It has to be cut extremely carefully because it's incredibly hard, up to 8 on the Mohs scale. The cutter has an immense responsibility when cutting such a precious piece of rough like this, especially since we were there to add more pressure. It is the stone of many legends, but it is primarily believed to ensure truth in relationships and to maintain a good marriage. My Indian colleagues also told me that it prevents stomach and liver troubles and can cure toothache. But even if I wasn't convinced, one thing I was sure of is that it's an incredibly beautiful stone. The cutting is a total success. The stone has been split exactly along the inclusion. Who knows? Perhaps a piece of this actual stone will be heading home to you soon. The cutting of the rough is an immensely important stage in the journey of our gems. One wrong move and the precious stone will be ruined. Another wrong move and you could lose your hand. It was this dilemma that got me thinking a lot about the value of these gems. I had imagined machines and computer labs, but instead had found dedication, skill, and incredible bravery that exceeded the boundaries of any job description. Because even though I was in 21st century India, I had to keep reminding myself that the people here are truly spiritual about gemstones.